So, welcome everyone to the third class on APGP sequence series. Question number one, your answer will be 579. We did question like this in past. Like answer is 579 only. Only thing you have to understand 957 cannot be in AP. Okay. Neither 759. You know the reason why the sequence cannot be in AP. Second one, if you solve this by following the sum of n terms in GP, you will get the answer for second one as 3 minus 3 to the power 1 minus n by 2. The answer for second one is none of these. Okay. Similarly, third one, fourth one, you have to use sum of infinite series. Whenever we talk about infinite series, the formula for infinite series is a divided by 1 minus r, where A means your first term, R is your common ratio. So in the case of GP, if your number of terms are infinity and your ratio is less than 1, then you have to use the formula for sum of n terms in GP as A divided by 1 minus R. Okay. So if you use the same formula for the third one, you'll get the answer as option B, 3. Okay. Now talking about fourth one, here for the fourth one, they're given that the sum of first two terms of GP is 5 by 3. First two terms of a GP is 5 by 3. Fourth one, first two terms of the GP is 5 by 3 means A plus AR is 5 by 3. Okay. And the sum of infinity of the series is 3. And sum of infinity of the series means A divided by 1 minus R. That is equal to 3. So I can write A is equal to 3 minus 3R. So A is equal to 3 minus 3R. So here A is equal to 3 minus 3R. So in place of A, if I write 3 minus 3R, I can get the value. Here what they're asking the ratio. So you know this, if this is 2, this is 1. So if you put the 2 on 1, so you know that A into 1 plus R is 5 by 3. And here as per the 2, this is equal to A. If you keep common, you get 3 into 1 minus R. So 3 into 1 minus R into 1 plus R, that is equal to 5 by 3. So you can write 3 into 1 minus R square is equal to 5 by 3. So you can write 1 minus R square as 5 by 9. So 1 minus 5 by 9 is equal to R square. So 4 by 9 is equal to R square. So your R is equal to 2 by the value of R. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Ask any other question if you have doubt. Fifth one, what is given here? PQR is given is in AP. If you see the fifth one, in fifth one it is given PQR are in AP. So you have to understand that if PQR, if they are in AP, it means 2Q will be P plus R. You need to understand this. If PQR in AP means difference is same, means Q minus P will be R minus Q. It means 2Q will be P plus R. It means Q is equal to P plus R by 2. You have to buy out this thing. Similarly, if I say PQR in GP, for example, if I'm say, for example, if I tell you that PQR are in GP, it means Q by P, it means Q by P will be equal to R by Q. It means Q square, it means Q square will be equal to PR. You simply by heart these things. So here it is given PQR in AP means Q is equal to plus R by 2. Okay, here XYZ are in GP. So here if XYZ are in GP means if XYZ are in GP, what this mean? It means Y square will be XZ. Just now explained you. Then they asking you the value of x to the power Q minus R. X to the power Q minus R. Q, what is Q? P plus R by 2 minus R. So x to the power Q minus R, that will be x to the power. You can write this as P plus R minus 2R by 2. So here you can write this as x to the power Q minus R is equal to, it is equal to x to the power P minus R by 2. So this is P minus R. This is P minus R by 2. This is R minus P, and Z I can write again P minus Q. I can write P minus Q. Q is again in the term of P and R. Okay, then I know that Y square is equal to XZ. Then here it is written Y to the power R minus P. Y to the power R minus P. So I can write this as Y is equal to XZ to the power 1 by 2. Y is equal to XZ to the power 1 by 2. It will become fine. So y square is equal to xz. So y is equal to xz to the power 1 by 2. So y to the power r minus p. So in place of y, I can write xz to the power 1 by 2. In place of y, I can write xz to the power 1 by 2. And this is r minus p. So you can write y to the power r minus p is equal to xz to the power r minus p by 2. So you'll get this, you got this relation. Similarly, you'll get this as a relation. Okay, similarly, the third relation was z to the power p minus q. Z to the power p minus q. So p minus q, in place of q, I can write p plus r by 2. So I can write z to the power 2p minus p minus r by 2. So I can write here z to the power p minus r by 2. Okay, this is 2. Okay, this is number 2. So now you got the relation between x, z, and p. All the relation you got. Fine. Now what they're actually asking us in the question, they're asking us in the question that we need to find x to the power z minus r. We need to find this x to the power q minus r. We need to find x to the power q minus r into y to the power r minus p into z to the power p minus q. So this is, you can write x to the power q minus r. X to the power q minus r is p minus r by 2. This is p minus r by 2. This y to the power r minus p, I can write as xz to the power r minus p by 2, and z to the power p minus q, I can write as p minus r by 2. I can write this as p minus r by 2. Now you get everything in the term of x and z. So base is same, power get add, p minus r by 2 plus 1 for x. For z, r minus p by 2 plus r minus 2. So this is xz. No, this is a power for all, right? This is a power for all. This would be the same power for both of them. So this would be x p minus r by 2 plus r minus p by 2. For z, this would be r minus p by 2 plus p minus r by 2. So base is power get add. So you can write x to the power, base is same. So p plus r minus p by 2 for x. Similarly for z, r minus p plus p minus r by 2. If you notice, this will be x, p get cancelled, r get cancelled, x to the power 0 to z to the power 0, everything will be equal to 1. Any doubt, anyone? Anyone, any doubt?
No, sir.
Answer for this would be 1. Sixth one answer. Sixth one answer. Sixth one, your answer will be 10, 20, 40. Seventh one, your answer will be 2, 5, 8.
So can you do that one, sir?
Which one?
Sixth one.
The sum of three number in GP is 70. The three number should be in GP. Okay. So if you see option A is not in GP. A is not in GP. B is in GP. C is in GP. Okay. So if the two extremes are multiplied each by 4, two extreme, if you see with option B, you have 10, 20, 40. You have option C, 40, 20, 10. What they're telling you, if the two extreme are multiplied by, so if you multiply this by 4, it becomes 40. If you multiply this by 4, it becomes 160. If you multiply 40 by 4, it becomes 160. Multiply 10 by 4, it becomes 40. If the two extreme multiplied each by 4 and the by 5, if you multiply this by 5, this become 100. Multiply this by 5, it become 100. The product are in AP. Now they're saying now they are in AP. So you see the difference. The difference here is 60. Here the difference is in 60. So they are in AP. See the difference. Difference here is what? Minus 60. Here, if you see the difference is also here minus 60, right? Yeah. So then the answer would be both B and C. The sum should be 70. The two extreme multiplied by 4. Ask eighth one, you will get AP. Any doubt, guys? Any doubt? Any question? Like 11th, this AM arithmetic mean of two numbers 40, geometric mean is 24. So how will you do like this kind of question? Arithmetic mean of two number means a plus b by 2 is 40, and geometric mean means root ab is equal to 24. Fine. Solve it, find the number. Use option. Always remember arithmetic mean. One minute. Always remember arithmetic mean is greater than or equal to geometric mean is greater than or equal to harmonic mean. Where the square of geometric mean is equal to arithmetic mean into harmonic mean. I believe you studied this in statistics. Use 12th one, use options, you'll get the answer very easily. Same goes with 13th one, use option. Ask question, anyone, any question, any doubt so far, whatever we covered. 14th one, you will get 63. 15th one, how to do? 1 minute, let me do 15th one. 15th, same like how we did yesterday, 1.03 plus 1.03 square plus 1.03 to the power 3, like this till n terms. Fine here. Fifteenth one, you just need to use sum of n terms in GP. You know the formula. This is the formula of sum of n terms in GP. If your ratio is more than 1, if your ratio is more than 1, this is the formula. Here, what is your ratio? I hope you know how to find the ratio. Ratio is 1.03. What is A? A is also 1.03. Simply use the formula. The number of terms will be n. If you substitute everything in the formula, you'll get this. Sixteenth one, your answer will be option A. 17th one, option B. 18th one, option C. Do this, ask me if you have any doubt. Anyone, any doubt? Sixteenth one, if X, Y, Z are in AP, and this much is in GP. So like this, you just remember if X, Y, Z are in AP, if X, Y, Z, if they are in AP, what this mean? This means Y is equal to X plus Z by 2. I hope you remember we did one problem like this, and it is given that if X, Y, and Z plus 1, if they are in GP, it means Y square is equal to X into Z plus 1. You know that Y is equal to X plus Z by 2. So here I can write X plus Z by 2 whole square is equal to X into Z plus 1. Okay, this is Z. Or should I write Z? Something. This is Z. This is Z. This is 2. Okay, so this will be X square plus Z square plus 2x z divided by 4 is equal to x z plus x. So if I write this, this will be x square plus z square plus 2x z is equal to 4x z plus 4x. So if I bring everything here, it will become x square 1 minute. So x, y, z and GP then becoming x square, then x square minus 4x, then minus 2xz plus z square is equal to 0. So I can write this as x square minus 2xz plus z square is equal to 4x. So this will be x minus z whole square is equal to 4x. Ask question. Anyone have a doubt? 19th one, your answer will be 8. 20th one, option C. 21, option A. 22, 12,500. Any doubt, anyone? Any doubt? Anyone, any question?
Sir, 22.
22. Sum of all odd number between 200 and 300. So the first odd number will be 201. The last odd number will be 299. How many number will be there between 200 and 300 odd number? Tell me. How many number will be there? 200 to 299. How many numbers will be there? If you don't know, you can use the formula. 299 is equal to 201. Difference is 2 into n minus 1. Use this. How much you will get? 98 is equal to 2 into n minus 1. So 49 is equal to n minus 1. N is equal to 50. Otherwise, if you use your common sense, between 200 to 300, 100 numbers are there. Half will be even, half will be odd. So the sum they want. So what is the sum formula? N by 2, first term plus last term. So n would be 50. 50 by 2, first term is 201, last term is 299. Do the sum. You'll get the answer. 23rd option A, 24th option B, option C, 26 option A, 27 option B, 28 option B, ask me doubt. Twenty-nine option A, 30 option D. 29, 30 compound interest, simple interest concept. I hope you know the formula. Amount is equal to principal 1 plus R by 100 to the power T. 10% compound interest, sum of money accumulate to 9625 in 5 years. So your amount is 9625. Your amount is 9625. Principal 1 plus rate of interest 10% to the power how many years? 5 years. Find the value of the principal. The population of country was 55 crore in 2005, growing at 2%. 2015, how many population? So same principle, 55 crore, 1 plus 2% rate of growth to the power 10. That is the population in 2015. Done, everyone. Anyone doubt? Done, everyone. Anyone have doubt?
No, sir. Anyone, any question from this sequence and series chapter? Please ask me.